Please be seated. I'm Glenn McConnell, President of the College of Charleston and the class of 1969 alumnus. It is my distinct pleasure to welcome you to the College of Charleston's Winter Commencement. This is a truly special day, not only for you, but for your family, your friends, and for our entire campus community. It's a day of endings and a day of beginnings. As we all know, graduation is the culmination of years of hard work, sacrifice, and dedication. The road here was not easy. It was never intended to be. A College of Charleston education is not for the faint of heart. Our faculty challenged you, demanded the best of you, pushed you to think clearly, deeply, and independently. You weathered those tests and have proven yourself indeed worthy of a College of Charleston degree. For us, the administrators, the faculty, the staff, the parents, the family members, and loved ones, we all have the great honor of sharing in this, your moment of triumph. Please stand and join me as Mary Ott, a senior music major with a concentration in vocal performance, sings our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Mary. That was just beautiful. Looking out across the sea of smiling faces, I'm inspired. Members of the class of 2017, I know what you have gone through to get to where you are right now. The all-nighters, the 20-page papers, the sore clenched hands stretching out essays on your final exams. But those things didn't break you. You had the drive, the discipline, the spirit to never give up, to discover new depths of strength you didn't even know you had. That's what we saw in you when you applied to the College of Charleston, and today you have justified our confidence in you. All along, we knew you were different. You were smart, you were curious, and adventurous in ways that others weren't. Early on, we saw the dreamer, the leader, the innovator in you. And those are the things that we work to cultivate here at the college. As our faculty can attest, you have learned many, many lessons during the course of your college career. However, two other teachers, very important teachers, ones not dressed in academic robes and regalia, are present here today as well. The physical campus and our college traditions. They too have knowledge to impart. 4 lessons that will stay with you for a lifetime. The first lesson is a message that comes from the second stanza of our alma mater, and it proclaims, Loyal sons and daughters love thee. Strive to conquer and prevail. That is what a College of Charleston education is meant to do. The world does not need another cog in the machine. You're to go forth. You're to take risk. Live the life extraordinary. Make the world a better place. For a College of Charleston graduate, that is how we conquer and prevail. And you will. I know firsthand the power of this place. The guidance I received here, both from my professors and my fellow classmates, it was transformative. It shaped my career as a lawyer, as a public servant, and continues to shape me now as a university president. I do not speak lightly when I say that I owe everything to the school. I believe that you will come to learn this as well during your life. The second lesson can be found on the front of your program, where you will see the college's seal. The top line states, "Wisdom itself is liberty." Remember that, because it is your education, your ability to learn and adapt, that will give you the freedom to realize your dreams. The degree you receive here today provides a foundation upon which you will construct lives and careers as grand and breathtaking as Randolph Hall. Our next lesson, taken from the Aeneid and etched in iron upon the gates leading into Cougar Mall, tells us that, and I paraphrase, "To remember these things may bring us pleasure." The poet Virgil understood the need for thoughtful reflection, and he reminds us to appreciate our experiences, both the good and the bad, because all of it shapes us. Our last lesson is found in the Greek phrase on Porter's Lodge. It sounds deceptively simple, but it represents the incredible complexity of the human condition. Quote, "Know thyself," end of quote, is not so much a lesson, really, but a charge to never stop learning. These 4 lessons, visible on campus and written into our traditions, have always resonated with me. In my own life, I found that by coming back to campus, my mind and my spirit were re-energized and my curiosity reignited. This place is my intellectual home, and it is yours as well. As you will soon learn, today is not the conclusion of your College of Charleston experience. Far from it. Today is simply a new chapter. And after today, your personal journeys will take you places you can't even envision right now. I know when I graduated from the college 48 years ago, I didn't have a clue what the world had in store for me. So don't be nervous. I guess that's how it's supposed to be. One thing that I do know, you will forever stand out as you pursue careers in the arts, business, humanities, technology, education, the sciences. You will perceive possibility where others only see dead ends. You will challenge the status quo. You will be an agent of change. And you will discover that your star, yes, your star, it burns brighter. So, class of 2017, remember well what these 2 teachers, the physical campus and the traditions of the College of Charleston, have taught you. To always strive to conquer and prevail. To never stop learning so that your life will be marked by wisdom and liberty. To remember fondly everything about your College of Charleston experience. And most importantly, know thyself. You will find that these lessons will always ring true. Congratulations, class of 2017. As part of our ceremony, we have the honor to recognize individuals who have also stood out in their careers, representing the high values of leadership and service that we cherish here on our campus. Ladies and gentlemen, for the conferring of honorary degrees, I will now be joined by Board of Trustees Chair David Hay, Trustees Demetria Clemens, Cherry Daniel, and John Bush. Would you please escort Dr. H. Beeman Otherson, Jr., to the lectern.
H. Beeman Otherson, Jr. is a longtime supporter of the College of Charleston who has devoted his distinguished career to the health and well-being of Charleston youth. I hereby present H. Beeman Otherson, Jr., whose exceptional contribution makes him a fitting candidate for the College of Charleston Doctor of Humane Letters.
H. Beeman Otherson, Jr., your longtime dedication to medicine and the prosperity of our community is both honorable and admirable. The College of Charleston is proud to confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters. Trustee Daniel will invest the hood.
By the authority of the state of South Carolina, granted to the Board of Trustees of the College of Charleston and committed to me, I declare H. Beeman Otherson, Jr. is now admitted to the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Congratulations, Dr. Otherson.
Thank you. Thanks, and go Cougars.
Trustee Penny Rosner, would you please escort Mrs. Catherine Perrineau Murray Smith to the lectern? Catherine Perrineau Murray Smith has made a profound impact on the continued advancement of the College of Charleston, most notably in the areas of languages, cultures, and world affairs. I hereby present Catherine Perrineau Murray Smith, whose commitment and service make her a fitting candidate for the College of Charleston's Doctor of Humane Letters.
Catherine Perrineau Murray Smith, your visionary support of this institution is honorable and admirable. The College of Charleston is proud to confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters. Trustee Clemens will invest the hood.
By the authority of the state of South Carolina, granted to the Board of Trustees of the College of Charleston and committed to me, I declare Catherine Perrineau Murray Smith is now admitted to the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Congratulations, Dr. Murray Smith. Trustee Don Belk, would you please escort Mr. Hilton Charles Smith, Jr. to the lectern? Hilton Charles Smith, Jr. has worked tirelessly to elevate the College of Charleston, both in its academic breadth and in the vitality of the institution. I hereby present Hilton Charles Smith, Jr., whose leadership and support make him a fitting candidate for the College of Charleston's Doctor of Humane Letters.
Hilton Charles Smith, Jr., your devotion to the College of Charleston is honorable and admirable. The College of Charleston is proud to confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters. Trustee Belk will invest the hood.
By the authority of the state of South Carolina, granted to the Board of Trustees of the College of Charleston and committed to me, I declare Hilton Charles Smith, Jr. is now admitted to the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Congratulations, Dr. Smith. Trustees Cherry Daniel and Randy Lowell, would you please escort Mrs. Michelle Asha Cooper to the lectern?
Michelle Asha Cooper is a longtime supporter of the College of Charleston, who has made tremendous strides in ensuring that every individual pursuing higher education has the resources to succeed. I hereby present Michelle Asha Cooper, whose service and dedication make her a fitting candidate for the College of Charleston's Doctor of Humane Letters. Michelle Asha Cooper, your commitment to higher education is both honorable and admirable. The College of Charleston is proud to confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters. Trustee Lowell will invest the hood.
By the authority of the state of South Carolina, granted to the Board of Trustees of the College of Charleston and committed to me, I declare Michelle Asha Cooper is now admitted to the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Congratulations, Dr. Cooper. It is now my pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker, Dr. Michelle Asha Cooper. A native of Charleston and a graduate of Burke High School, Dr. Cooper received her Bachelor of Arts in English from the College of Charleston in 1995. She later received a master's degree in Africana Studies from Cornell University and a PhD in Education Policy and Leadership from the University of Maryland, College Park. Currently, Dr. Cooper serves as the president of the Institute for Higher Education Policy in Washington, D.C. The Institute for Higher Education Policy focuses on addressing the educational needs of today's students, especially underrepresented students, such as those who are minorities, non-traditional students, and students from low-income households. Dr. Cooper is one of the nation's most effective voices in championing access and success. Dr. Cooper is a member of the Board of Directors for You Aspire and the Washington Center for Internships and Academic Seminars. She also serves on several advisory boards, including the National Commission on Asian American and Pacific Research in Education and the African American Male Initiative. Dr. Cooper is a member of the Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. In 2016, she was the recipient of the College of Charleston's Alumni Association Distinguished Alumna Award. Before I turn the lectern over to Dr. Cooper, I would like to recognize her family that is with us today. We have Michelle's mom, Yvonne. Would you please stand so we can... Thank you. With that, the stage is yours, Dr. Cooper.
To President Glenn McConnell and Provost Brian McGee, Board of Trustees, faculty and staff, families, visiting friends, and most especially the class of 2017, good afternoon. I bring greetings on behalf of my colleagues from the Institute for Higher Education Policy, which is based in Washington, D.C. And although I have lived and worked in D.C. for many, many years, I can honestly say there's no place like home. There's no place like home. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to come back home, and most especially, thank you for the honorary degree in my home. Thank you, thank you. Now, when President McConnell called to extend this invitation, I can honestly say I was quite surprised. I actually did not believe it was him on the phone. I thought someone was playing a practical joke on me. But I quickly realized that it was no joke, and instead it was the realization of a dream. Not just my own dream, but the dream of my ancestors, many who arrived right here at Charleston shoreline. They built this city. And although I do not know them by name, I know of their sacrifice. This is, me standing here today, is the dream of my grandparents, who with limited means and limited options and limited finances in the segregated South understood the power of an education. And they laid the foundation for my parents and future generations of my family that would come to know, understand, and reap the benefits of a quality education. Being invited here to stand before you this afternoon is the realization of their hopes, their dreams, and their prayers. And so I begin by honoring them, my parents, my grandparents, and my ancestors. It means a lot to be invited back to my home and my College of Charleston family, because there are so many people here that poured their goodness into me. Folks who worked in the cafeteria, in the library, grounds and housekeeping, campus security, people who always had a word of encouragement and support. The faculty, especially the faculty in the English department, and so many, many others. So many good people. And as I walked across the campus last night, as I was enjoying the lights on the cistern, I had the opportunity to reflect, and I was reminded of them. And I really just want to say thank you. Thank you. I am delighted to deliver this year's commencement address, because seeing individuals make it to and through college is at the heart, the very essence of what I do for a living. At the Institute for Higher Education Policy, we seek to inform policy discussions that help students enter and complete college. We envision a world where all people can reach their full potential by participating and succeeding in education. In other words, we believe in you. We believe that you, College of Charleston's class of 2017, will be armed with your degree in hand and will have an important tool that will help you to reach your full potential. We believe that that opportunity can change everything. I also must say that your degree from this institution is one of quality that can have real value for you as you seek jobs or seek further education. As an alumna, but more importantly, as someone who works and interacts with many college leaders, I can say with a great deal of confidence that this is a place that focuses on learning. This is a place that prioritizes its students. This is a place that teaches its students to think and think critically. And this is a place that prepares its students to live and earn a living in an increasingly diverse world. So class of 2017, you have reached a very important milestone in your life, and I stand here along with the faculty and the administrators of this wonderful institution, honored and privileged to celebrate this accomplishment. It is my hope that as you prepare to leave this institution, you will find ways to stay connected to this place and recognize that you are among its community of learners and scholars. I hope that you will find ways to give back of your time, your talents, and your resources so that this institution can remain a great place for future generations. Now, I also want to take a moment to acknowledge the families and the friends of today's graduates. Just as I started by honoring my ancestors and my own family, I want to honor each of you. And I think you should just stand and pat yourselves on the back because you all played an important role in these folks being able to sit here today. In preparation for today's speech, I reflected on the many graduations that I've attended over the years, and I've attended quite a few, several of them my own. And I realized that I did not remember much about the commencement speaker. I don't. I don't remember a name. I don't remember a face. I honestly don't remember anything about any of them. So this lack of remembrance, I should say, is a bit unsettling as I stand before you because I realize that in a few hours you won't remember me either, and you may not remember anything that I say. So in anticipation of that, I'm going to simply cut to the chase. I'm going to tell you what I want you to remember, and I really do hope that you remember it, and it is quite simple. My message for you today, class of 2017, what I want you to remember is now is your time. Now is your time. Now, there are about 150 graduates here this afternoon, and I am certain that each of you have taken a different path to get here. And as you reflect on your path, you may notice and remember that you may have had some sunny days and some cloudy ones. You may have had some hilltop moments and some valleys. Some of you had to juggle the competing demands of life. You had to care for family, you had to manage your studies, you had to hold down jobs, and you had to do everything else that comes with living. For some of you, you may have had financial struggles and may have from time to time found that the cost of college felt just like a burden, like it was sometimes overwhelming. Today, I celebrate you. I celebrate you for staying true to your goal. I celebrate you for staying on the path. And I celebrate you for making a way out of no way. Now is your time. Today and in the years to come, I hope you reap the full benefits of your College of Charleston education. It is my hope that you realize that education pays. Many of the choices that you made while in college will dictate how you live after college. People with a college education on average tend to have higher salaries, larger savings accounts, better health, longer life expectancy, and more leisure time. And certainly we want all of these things, right? We want all of these things. But more importantly, your education will benefit society as a whole. There is a strong transformative power in education. And education, a quality education, can certainly improve your life on a personal level, but it can also transform a community and ultimately change the world. And class of 2017, that is what I encourage you to do with your College of Charleston education. Change the world, make it better. Now is your time. The world that greets you is one filled with both chaos and great opportunity. We live in an increasingly diverse, interconnected, yet unequal world. To combat the inequities of our society, we need people who are willing, ready, and able to fix the problems that plague our society. People who are actively engaged in making their communities, this world, a better place. People who are not afraid to lock arms in solidarity against racist, sexist, homophobic, xenophobic, and other forces that seek to erode our democracy and civic values. Now is your time. Now is the time for radical, transformative change. In our work at the Institute for Higher Education Policy, we are very deliberate in our efforts to educate, inform, and influence policies that help students enter college and graduate successfully. To do this work, we sometimes have to have tough conversations. And even when folks don't agree with us, they still engage with us, and they still respect us because we have a reputation for being credible, fact-based, and evidence-driven. You see, we welcome all people and all perspectives to the table to engage with us. We certainly believe that everyone should be entitled to their own opinion, but everyone is not entitled to their own facts. You see, you can't just make up the facts or disregard the facts when you don't like the facts. You cannot do that. And today, it is a fact that nearly 25% of South Carolina's children live in poverty. These kids' day-to-day existence is marked by financial, housing, and food insecurity. We send them to elementary and secondary schools that we know won't serve them well. Yet we label the kids, not the schools, not the policies, we label the kids as failure to thrive. We do that right here in South Carolina. We do it right here in Charleston County. It is a fact that Black and Latino men are more likely to be killed by the police than white men. And the same way we should want our sons to have good schools, we should want our sons to have good streets. It is a fact that hate crimes are increasing. In this very community, we witnessed one of the worst hate crimes in recent history at Mother Emanuel AME Church. Colleges and universities across the country are seeing an uptick in hate crimes and found that the majority of these incidents are motivated by bias against race and sexual orientation, followed by religion, gender, and disability. It is a fact that 25% of children and young adults have been the victims of cyberbullying. That's 1 in 4, been the victims of cyberbullying. Now, while social media certainly offers us many, many benefits, it can also be quite divisive. You all know this. We are all very familiar with the vulgar tone of politics, the daily news, and celebrity Twitter rants and Instagram feeds. We've seen this. Social media in general has become a breeding ground for hate, terrorism, and all manner of uncivil behavior. People hide behind their keyboards and they type shocking, cruel, and appalling things about people they don't even know. They say things behind their keyboard and from their desktop that they would never say to you face to face. These uncivil behaviors begin online, but they quickly spill over into our schools, into our colleges, and into our communities. Now is the time to reverse these trends. There is chaos in this world, but there is also opportunity for change, radical, transformative change. Now is your time. In this world, you will find that there are some things that are just beyond your control, but there are also many things that are firmly within your reach. I urge you, class of 2017, to seek out those things that are within your reach. Step up, assume responsibility, and control your destiny. Live a life of intention and purpose. When you see injustice in this world, you cannot afford to be indifferent and assume that it is not your problem. Let me just say that a little bit differently. Just because you may not be the target or the perpetrator of an uncivil act does not give you the privilege to remain silent when you see it. Instead, you have... Instead, you have to respectfully call it out and do something about it. Remember, our lives are more interconnected now than ever before, so what might appear to be someone else's problem today could very well be your problem tomorrow. So get involved and let's find some solutions. You cannot afford to be dispassionate or disinterested. You cannot afford to be asleep. You have to stay woke. Now is your time. In a few moments, Provost McGee will place a college degree in your hand. I want to encourage you to look at it, admire it, show it off, and hang it on the wall in your home or in your office. But don't just let it sit there. After all, no one will judge the quality of your life by your professional accomplishments alone. Instead, your life will be judged by how well you served humanity, how well you treated people, and how well you worked to solve the problems in our world and in our communities. Now is your time. You will soon be graduates of what I believe is the best liberal arts institution in the state of South Carolina. You know, I actually believe it's the best liberal arts institution in the world, but because of the work I do, I have to be careful about how I say that, but it is the best. There is much value in being educated at a liberal arts institution. You are equipped with the tools to find good jobs and earn good salaries, but you are also able to think and think critically. You can now seek out the facts. You can find those solutions. Now is your time to make an impact. Now, as you prepare to receive your degree, I strongly encourage you to use your education wisely. Remember that learning does not stop today. It is a lifelong process. So continue to educate yourself. Find ways to leave your mark on society. And in figuring out what your mark will be, don't feel compelled to do what others might be doing. Don't feel compelled to do what your family or your friends tell you to do. Your time on this earth is limited. So don't waste it living someone else's life. Live your own life. Search deep within yourself and do your thing. Class of 2017, I want to thank you for allowing me to share in your special day. I wish you all the very best. Your future, my future, our children's future, and our country's future will depend on your ability to seize this moment and use your education wisely. Now is your time. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you for being with us, Dr. Cooper. I would ordinarily call for another round of applause. It clearly is not necessary today. We greatly appreciate your timely and your profoundly important remarks. I am Brian McGee, Provost of the College of Charleston and Dean of the Graduate School of the University of Charleston, South Carolina. On my own behalf and on behalf of the faculty and the academic leadership of the college, I congratulate our graduates and their families. I also have the pleasure of asking you to welcome Timothy Buttram, President of the Graduate Student Association. Timothy will be speaking on behalf of the graduates assembled here today.
Thank you, Dr. Cooper. Fellow students, you've made it. You have reached that point for which we all long and for which I long, graduation. You have struggled and you have overcome immense obstacles. You came to college on a quest to know yourself, to know the truth. Did you find yourself and did you find the truth? G.K. Chesterton once said, "A man was meant to be doubtful about himself, but undoubting about the truth. this has been exactly reversed. We have reached a point in history when truth is questioned. The very idea of truth is questioned. We sort through our news feeds, Facebook, Twitter, attempting to discern which stories are true and which are false. We face every day the task of separating reality from falsehood. So I challenge you to make your life a quest for truth, to know the truth, to understand the truth, and to live in the truth. Always seek the truth. As an ancient book, the Bible said, "You will know the truth, and the truth will set you free." Seek out truth in the news. Search for truth in future research. Tell the truth on your job. Pursue truth about God, and always remember that freedom is found in the truth. Thank you. Now please help me welcome Sherwood Myler, class of 1974, who will deliver remarks on behalf of the Alumni Association.
It's a real honor for me to take part in your graduation today. As president of the Alumni Association, I welcome you as our newest members and invite you to join our family of over 82,000 alumni of the College of Charleston. You'll be a member of an alumni association that was founded in 1888 and exists to promote the welfare of the College of Charleston. This is your alumni association, and I encourage you to become actively involved. This is your time and your college. Take advantage of all the Alumni Association has to offer you as an alumni. As you get ready to start this new phase of your life, I'd like to share a few thoughts with you as someone who was in your shoes 43 years ago. How many? Make the most of the education you received here. You are well prepared for whatever path you take. The friends you made here will be some of the best friends you will ever have. Stay connected with each other and with the college. Come back for Alumni Weekend and a Charleston Affair every year. That's worth repeating. Come back for a Charleston Affair every year. Get involved. We have 35 alumni chapters throughout the United States and overseas, and we're adding more every year. If you move to a city with a chapter, get involved. If there's not one in your area, think about starting one. Give back. Keep up this philanthropic spirit after graduation, because it is our duty to give back to our alma mater and make sure those who come after us enjoy the same wonderful experience we did. There's a tradition involving your class ring. Before graduation, students wear the ring with the seal facing in, but at graduation, the ring is turned so that the seal is facing out. This indicates you are now alumni of the College of Charleston and prepared to go out in the world. You may now turn your rings. Congratulations. Again, congratulations and good luck to all of you. Please remember your Alumni Association will always be here for you. And lastly, but certainly not least, I'd like to also recognize and sincerely thank the members of the Student Alumni Associates who are serving as the marshals for this afternoon's commencement. This ceremony literally would not be possible without their dedicated service. Thank you. Go Cougars.
Thank you, Sherwood. Now, for the reason we are here today, the awarding of the degrees. Chair Hay, Provost McGee, and Dr. Cooper will assist with the presentation of the master's degrees. Professor John Hackala, Associate Dean of the Graduate School and Professor from the Department of Physics and Astronomy, will announce the names and majors of our graduates. upon successful completion of all requirements and with the recommendation of the faculty, I have the honor to present the master degree candidates.
For the School of Business, Alan Shao, Dean of the School of Business, will invest the hoods. For the degree of Master of Business Administration, Robert Nicholas Corrigan. For the School of Education, Health, and Human Performance, Francis Welch, Dean of the School of Education, Health, and Human Performance, will invest the hoods. Joining us on stage will be Professor Angela Kozart, Director of the Master of Arts in Teaching Early Childhood Education, the Master of Arts in Teaching Elementary Education, the Master of Arts in Teaching Middle Grades Education, and the Master of Arts in Teaching Special Education. Professor Laura Turner, Director of the Master of Arts in Teaching Performing Arts Education, Professor Emily Beck, Department of Hispanic Studies, and Professor Christine Finnan, Director of the Master of Education in Teaching, Learning, and Advocacy. For the degree of Master of Arts in Teaching Elementary Education, Hollis Harmon Branham. Ms. Branham has received the Outstanding Student Award for her program. Catherine Ellen Brundage. For the degree of Master of Arts in Teaching Performing Arts Education, Glavina E. Williams. Ms. Williams has received the Outstanding Student Award for her program. For the degree of Master of Education in Languages, Dean Welch will be joined by Timothy Johnson, Interim Dean of the School of Languages, Cultures, and World Affairs. For the degree of Master of Education in Languages, Inmar Geiger. Tristan Eugene Hill. Mr. Hill has received the Outstanding Student Award for his program. For the degree of Master of Education in Teaching, Learning, and Advocacy, Jenna Lee Gallo. Catherine Price Peoples. For the School of Humanities and Social Sciences, Jerry Hale, Dean of the School of Humanities and Social Sciences, will invest the hoods. Joining us on stage will be Professor Mike Duvall, Director of the Master of Arts in English, and Professors Phil Joss, Director of the Master of Public Administration. For the degree of Master of Arts in English, Eduardo Alfonso Hernandez Cruz. For the degree of Master of Public Administration, Kenda Jade Connolly. Having completed her studies in the concurrent degree program, Ms. Connolly will also receive an MS in Environmental Studies. Ms. Connolly has also received the Outstanding Student Award for the concurrent program. Franklin James Swazka. Mr. Swazka has received the Outstanding Student Award for his program. Catherine M. Faith. Having completed her studies in the concurrent program, Ms. Faith will also receive an MS in Environmental Studies. Amy Sutherland. Ms. Sutherland has also earned the Graduate Certificate in Urban and Regional Planning. She has also received the Outstanding Student Award for her certificate program. For the School of Sciences and Mathematics, Mike Auerbach, Dean of the School of Sciences and Mathematics, will invest the hoods. Joining us on stage will be Professor Sebastian Van Delden, Chair of the Department of Computer and Information Sciences, Professor Barbara Beckingham, Department of Geology and Environmental Geosciences, Professor Craig Plant, Director of the Master of Science in Marine Biology, and Professors Annalisa Collini and Martin Jones, co-directors of the Master of Science in Mathematical Sciences. For the degree of Master of Science in Computer and Information Sciences, Christopher Allen Benson. Andrew S. Basada. Husna Siddiqui. Ms. Siddiqui has received the Outstanding Student Award for her program. For the degree of Master of Science in Environmental Studies, Dean Auerbach will be joined by Jerry Hale, Dean of the School of Humanities and Social Sciences. Kenda Jade Conley. Catherine M. Faith. David Brenton Leslie. For the degree of Master of Science in Marine Biology, Kaylin Rebecca Gamboa Salazar. Ms. Gamboa Salazar has received the Outstanding Student Award for her program. For the degree of Master of Sciences in Mathematics, Austin Eric Michaud. Mr. Michaud has received the Outstanding Student Award for his program.
Will all the master degree candidates please rise? By the authority of the state of South Carolina, Granted to the Board of Trustees of the Graduate School of the University of Charleston, South Carolina. I hereby confer upon you the degree of Master of Arts in Teaching, Master of Education, Master of Public Administration, and Master of Science as appropriate, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Congratulations. You may be seated. Lastly, joining us in awarding the bachelor's degrees will be Executive Vice President of Student Affairs, Alicia Cordell. Upon successful completion of all degree requirements, and with the recommendation of the faculty, I have the honor to present the bachelor degree candidates of 2017.
Assisting with the graduates from the School of the Arts will be Dean Valerie Morris. For the bachelor's degree in Arts Management, joining us will be Professor Karen Chandler, Director of the program. Alyssa Nicole Dijian Domenico. Cody Carlisle Dixon. Amber Nicole Fuchs, cum laude. Bria Aline Graham. Dominic Anthony Pileggi, Jr. Miranda Brianne Sauls. For the bachelor's degree in dance, joining us will be Professor Gretchen McLean, Director of the program. Angela Vecchione. For the bachelor's degree in historic preservation and community planning, joining us will be Mary Beth Heston, Chair of the department. Victoria Catherine Futrell, cum laude. Carson Bentley Jackson, cum laude. Sonny Tom Sasan. For the bachelor's degree in studio art, joining us will be Professor Michelle Van Parijs, representing the department. Bethany Alisa Goodrich. Dontre Daniil Major. John Leonard Naughton. Maria Francisca Palazuelos, magna cum laude, also meets the requirements for Latin American and Caribbean studies. Victoria Marie Schuler. Christy Marie Torrio. For the bachelor's degree in theater, joining us will be Professor Janine McCabe, Chair of the department. Reed Eitan Lawrence. Camille Pompey. Assisting with the graduates from the School of Business will be Dean Alan Shao. For the bachelor's degree in accounting, joining us will be Professor Roger Daniels, Chair of the department. Elena Edwardovna Bezborodova, magna cum laude. Benjamin Alton Bishop. For the bachelor's degree in business administration, joining us will be Professor Carrie Blair Messel, representing the department. Bradley Dalton Akers. Brandon Ray Alexander. Candina Ashley Berry. Samuel Lofton Bonner. Elizabeth Truman Chafin. Riley Patrick Claremont. Jordan McLaren Hayes, cum laude. Owais Khan Jadun, cum laude. Jordan Trent Keisler. Madison Ryan Laporte. Rebecca Jean Muir. Jocelyn Robinson. For the bachelor's degree in finance, joining us will be Professor Weishang Wang, chair of the department, Jeffrey Scott Brule Jr., Adam Wood Empson, Cody Hilton, Sampur Tun, cum laude. That's him. Franz Dieter Seidel Vasquez also meets the requirements for hospitality and tourism management. For the bachelor's degree in hospitality tourism management, joining us will be Professor Wayne Smith, chair of the department. Anne Hawks Hay. Lacey Anders Sternberg also meets the requirements for business administration. For the bachelor's degree in international business, rejoining us will be Professor Marvin Gonzalez, interim director for the program. Caitlin Nicole Bowe. Christina Patrice Grimaldis. For the bachelor's degree in marketing, joining us will be Professor Rhonda Mack, chair of the department. Tyler Andrew Fritz. William B. Holmquist. Jonathan Rhett Eisman. Jacoby Tyshawn McMahon. Blake Mickler Norman. Jennifer Michaela Sanders. Matthew Garrett Yokel. Assisting with the graduates from the School of Education, Health, and Human Performance will be Dean Franz Welch. For the bachelor's degree in elementary education, joining us will be Professor Robert Perkins, chair of the department. Megan Elizabeth Aul. For the bachelor's degree in exercise science, joining us will be Professor Wes Dudgeon, chair of the department. Brandon Lawrence Brown. Veselina Dakeva. Savannah Danielle Gelkin, magna cum laude. Wendy Gonzalez, cum laude. Ethan Randall Hallberg. Lauren Evelyn Halter, cum laude. Drew Davis Howard. Sarah Marie Palank, magna cum laude. Ashley Grace Patrick, cum laude. Carolyn Nicole Schneider. Jordan Denise Terpstra. Justin Allen Toro. Julia Renee Wazir. For the bachelor's degree in physical education, rejoining us will be Professor Wes Dudgeon, chair of the department. Sean Alexander Peace. For the bachelor's degree in public health, Sarah Jane Bourne. Dana Harris, cum laude. Kelsey Ryan Lowry also meets requirements for sociology. Summer Marie Lundquist, cum laude. Jennifer Ann Oletsky. Assisting with the graduates from the School of Humanities and Social Sciences will be Dean Gerald Hale. For the bachelor's degree in anthropology, joining us will be Professor Tracy Burkett, chair of the department. Angela Lee Barron. For the bachelor's degree in communication, joining us will be Professor Jennifer Kopman, chair of the department. Sarah Elizabeth Caro. Mason Kennedy Coombs. Mary Beth Hardy. Samantha Elizabeth Pratt. For the bachelor's degree in English, joining us will be Professor Myra Seaman, chair of the department. Rachel Cheyenne Leckler also meets the requirements for communication. Marguerite Mays Smith. Ms. Smith has completed a certificate in English. For the bachelor's degree in history, joining us will be Professor Phyllis Justice, chair of the department. William Robert Bird. Zach Kelly Marsh, cum laude. Abby Elizabeth Malonis, magna cum laude. For the bachelor's degree in political science, joining us will be Professor Gibbs Knott, chair of the department. Cameron Blair Ellers. Toby Kim also meets requirements for secondary education cognate. Paul Miguel Muñiz. For the bachelor's degree in psychology, joining us will be Professor Gabrielle Principe, chair of the department. Erin Irene Albritton. David Alexander Castro. Paul Edward Higginbottom. Graham Elizabeth Holmes. Morgan Lee Kanishi. Candace Dawn Moore, cum laude. Alicia K. Riccafrenti. Kendall Page Rote. Aaron James Whittle. For the bachelor's degree in public health, joining us will be Professor Jacob Steer Williams, director of the program. Laura Chikwazuki. Candy Mendez. For the bachelor's degree in sociology, joining us will be Professor Tracy Burkett, chair of the department. Courtney Brooke Canton. Alyssa Rose Caruso, cum laude. Kyle Gunnar Height. Tonika Ashanti Henry, cum laude. Lacey Savannah Lindsay, cum laude. Jake Eli Mazier, sorry. Danielle Michelle Plotnick. Ashley Melinda Robertson. Elizabeth Coleman Weber. Assisting with the graduates from the School of Languages, Cultures, and World Affairs will be Interim Dean Timothy Johnson. For the bachelor's degree in international studies, joining us will be Professor Douglas Friedman, director of the program. Gabrielle Elizabeth Daly, cum laude. Hannah Elizabeth Dominic, magna cum laude. Shelley Brianne Phillips. Kayla Ragsdale, cum laude. Megan Elise Wheeler, cum laude. Paul Allen Whitney. Nicole Wilcock. For the bachelor's degree in Spanish, joining us will be Professor Mark Del Mastro, chair of the department. Patricia Martinoli Ortega. For the bachelor's degree in professional studies, joining us will be Professor Godfrey Gibbison, director of the program. Assisting with Brandon Chase Alford. Dana N. Croft. Michelle Lee Duranti. Assisting with the graduates from the School of Sciences and Mathematics will be Dean Michael Auerbach. For the bachelor's degree in astrophysics, joining us will be Professor Narayanan Kutharumal, chair of the department. Joseph Dow Snyder, cum laude, also meets requirements for physics. For the bachelor's degree in biology, joining us will be Professor Seth Pritchard, chair of the department. Brittany Nicole Baxley. Brianna Nicole Chapetta. Maliha Naeem Dugan. Lauren Olivia Harper. Bradley Hyman Perlitz. Danielle Cecilia Scolaro. Emily Amanda Williams. For the bachelor's degree in biochemistry, joining us will be Professor Pamela Riggs-Jalasco, chair of the department. Joseph Anthony Basha IV, cum laude. For the bachelor's degree in computer information systems, joining us will be Professor Sebastian Van Delden, chair of the department. Abigail Lee Rhodes, summa cum laude. Connor John Welsh. For the bachelor's degree in computer science, Bryce Roman Cherdzak. Tia Nicole Curry, summa cum laude. Arthur Christian Hilgendorf. Margaret Dillon Mansour also meets requirements from Computer Information Sciences. Jake Barton Murata. John Timothy Maroon. Brett David Pareen, magna cum laude. Donovan Carl Rousseau. Joseph Thomas Schell. For the bachelor's degree in computing in the arts, Steve Darrell Cochran. Dustin Todd Pope. For the bachelor's degree in geology, joining us will be Professor Timothy Callahan, chair of the department. Robin Alana Avery. Sam Pruitt Fink. Franklin W. Kunkel. For the bachelor's degree in marine biology, rejoining us will be Professor Seth Pritchard, chair of the department. Manning Thomas Frankstone. For the bachelor's degree in mathematics, joining us will be Professor Martin Jones, representing the department. Hope Leanne Bain also meets requirements for secondary education cognitive.
Will the candidates for bachelor's degrees please rise? By the authority of the state of South Carolina, granted to the Board of Trustees of the College of Charleston and committed to me, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Professional Studies, or Bachelor of Science as earned with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Congratulations. Please be seated. Graduates, as you know, you didn't do this alone. Your degree is not an individual effort. I would like to recognize your mentors, the faculty members who led you in lectures, in group discussions, and laboratory work. Please join me in thanking your professors for their expert teaching and their dedication to your education both inside and outside the classroom. Your degree also represents years of preparation, a time that stretches back decades. Your family, your friends, and your loved ones moved the world to get you right here. And while you may never know all of their sacrifices, you do know their never-ending support and encouragement. This is their special moment as well. Members of the class of 2017, let's give your family, friends, and loved ones a great round of applause. You'll notice in your program that we identify and explain our core values. They are integrity, academic excellence, liberal arts education, respect for the individual student, diversity, community, and public mission. I hope your years here were shaped by those remarkable values because they go to the heart of the College of Charleston experience. Now, as alumni of the College of Charleston, you join an amazing circle of men and women, including our commencement speaker you heard today, who are dedicated to making a difference and being a success. And in true College of Charleston fashion, we all define success in 1,000 different ways. In our very diversity of ideas and goals, we are united. You will meet and unite with many alumni throughout your life's travels. They will welcome you and encourage you now and forever. And so, in your beginning moments as graduates of this great institution, let those alumni here today give you that first of so many encounters. Will all of the College of Charleston alumni on stage and in the audience please stand and welcome our fellow alumni, the class of 2017. Thank you. Graduates, as you meet other alumni here and afar, you'll immediately notice the spark that sets them apart. They, like you, are wired differently. They have a passion, a rare fire about them. You'll see how they give their heart and soul to this place. And for many of our alumni, they have found that by giving fully of themselves, they receive so much in return. I ask you to keep the College of Charleston always close to your heart. You are now an heir of this great and timeless institution. Thus it is your duty, like the alumni before you, to honor it by your performance in life and by your continued engagement with the college. As a beneficiary of a remarkable world-class education, help benefit others who will come to the college after you. We do that by volunteering on campus, by mentoring students, by making gifts, and by doing our part to attract tomorrow's dreamers, leaders, and innovators, so that they, like us, will benefit from what this great institution has to offer. Our continued engagement is the best proof that the college's opportunities and impact are boundless. In short, remember this quote on life that is widely attributed to Sir Winston Churchill. Quote, "You make a living by what you get. You make a life by what you give." I encourage you, the class of 2017, to return here as often as you can. This will always be your home, no matter what stage of life you're in, no matter where in the world you live, no matter what exciting careers you pursue. The College of Charleston is forever part of your DNA. The college is proud to welcome you all into our widening alumni circle. We can't wait to see the many great things you will do. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me once again in congratulating the class of 2017. I would encourage everyone to stand for the alma mater, which will be led by Mary Ott. The words can be found on the back cover of your program.
Charleston, hail, all hail. We will sing thy praises ever, College of Charleston, hail, all hail.
Thank you, Mary. Wonderful job. At the conclusion of the ceremony, everyone is invited to attend a reception in Sister Yard honoring the class of 2017 and their guests. Family and friends, please remain in place until the recessional is complete. Graduates, once again, congratulations.